In other news, some Kahnawake are now feeling the effects of the new no parking signs that are lining the Old Malone Highway.
Oh, it's affecting us quite a bit actually. Our business, I would say our business during the day is probably cut in half. Night, it's not too bad, but we're going down kind of fast now.
Yeah.
We spoke to someone about a week ago. They said they might try to give us a little bit of leeway on certain times of the day, certain, I guess, what would they call it, like a stopping zone, but I haven't heard back from them yet.
Did they seem like, and a member of public safety or community protection, if you will, did they seem like they were willing to make some amendments to the no parking?
They seem to be. I don't know. I mean, it's maybe because they've gotten so many complaints, but I guess I'll find out when I speak to somebody later on. Okay. Yeah, I don't really want to say because I don't know, but I mean, they came to us, so they know it's a problem.
Walter Goodleaf of Community Protection stated that they are trying to develop protocol to address this issue.
During those peak periods, if we put stopping only signs, so you stop in, you go run, get your coffee, you're not going to get a ticket. Like it's 5-10 minutes. Run in the store, get your lunch, back out. So if we're going to do that, maybe between certain time periods, maybe in the morning from 7 to 8 when it's busy, and maybe at lunchtime from 12 till 1, it's usually busy. So during those times, we may have parking allowed on the other side. Not parking. There's a word that standing or stopping, unloading, those types of words, but not parking. Right.
Okay. When do you guys think you're going to be sure that this will be offered?
I'm not exactly sure yet. We're going to be doing one more series, I think, of consultations with these people.
This time of the year, too, people park kind of way down the street. They don't really want to walk, so my staff's told me people circle the block. They try to find a spot. If they can't find a spot, they go somewhere else. And like I said, if they have to park down the street, they don't bother.
Were you aware that some of the businesses, such as Cafe Delisle, they were beginning to see a shortage of monies coming in because of the zoning?
Well, we knew it's not zoning.
I mean, well, the parking, yeah.
Parking restrictions. But, we knew that was going to come. But people's businesses, when you're placing a business in an area where there's no parking, you've got to expect something that's going to happen. So.
But the business was there before the no parking signs were there.
True, but still, there's still no parking. You should be able to provide for your clients. So, a lot of other places have parking areas like the pharmacy, but people won't go and use it. They don't want to walk. They want to park right at the door and do their business. You have to park in the back and walk maybe 100 feet. That's too much. So, people got to get used to walking.
Finally, Mohawk TV spoke to Grand Chief Mike Delisle regarding some of the reaction to the recent eviction letters that were sent out several weeks ago.
We've gotten about 60% reaction from the list, and it's been reported that 26 individuals have been identified. And to clarify, 26 have been identified, but some don't know who the names are that are attached to the people from Kahnawake, to the Mohawks of Kahnawake. Some only have first names or last names, so there's 6 of them that are still being verified, so to speak. So we actually had 20. Of those, 19 have been delivered. And like I said, about 60% we've had in terms of reaction, everywhere from denial with proof, saying that we do not live here, I do not live here, and here is the proof evidenced by. Some have been asked and required to provide more information to that effect, that you do have a residence outside of Kahnawake and don't live here. Some have said that I do, but I need more time. And we've granted that to several individuals who have asked for it within that 10-day period. Again, I guess the other end of the spectrum, one person now publicly has said and challenged the fact that I'm not going to move and so on. But I think in all consideration, it's had the desired effect, even though it's not a pretty one in most cases. It's something that needed to happen. It is Mohawk law, and we're trying to follow, again, some of the issues within the community, and we'll see where this goes. But overall, I think it's had the effect necessary to look at some movement in the community. We're sending out a second notice to individuals who have not replied, saying that if you continuously disobey the law in the community, more than likely, or we reserve the right to, in actual wording, to put your names out to the public.
Do you foresee some of these cases going before the courts?
I certainly hope not. I know if we would have asked legal from the beginning, that's probably been the answer they would have given us, saying that you're opening the can of worms legally, and there's not that much recourse because the law isn't recognized outside. We've never asked the Minister of Indian Affairs to stamp it. It's a Kahnawake Mohawk law. I don't think so, quite honestly. Human Rights Tribunal may be another issue, but the courts themselves, I really don't think so, because I don't think they want to touch this. They have in the past, and it's bitten them you know where, and I think if they did it again, it would be the same thing. Supreme Court of Canada may be something different, but from Minister of Indian Affairs Chuck Straw's comments 2 weeks ago in the National Post saying that we have every right to do what we're doing, I don't think they'd have a chance in court. There is a light at the end of this tunnel. I think what's been lacking over the course of, not since only 81, but pre-81 as well, is lack of control. This issue of 2 lists, this issue of people consistently being able to go to Ottawa to get their Mohawkness, so to speak, recognized, I think is the real issue. So we're looking to, not only as council but as a community, assert that control and authority. Canada's obviously stepping up and standing up, noticing this. We're going to take it to the next level. Like I said, there is a plan, and it is about getting control of our membership.
And that's it for this week's Zawana Aorihwa News Briefs.
Don't go away. We'll be back after we take a quick break.